Shalom, family. Jumping right into this. You see on the screen, this is only a test. So let me explain what happened. And of course, I understand unlearned people. I get it. I get it. But the thing is, when someone that's learned try to tell someone that's unlearned the truth, it does something to them. It shakes their core. It shakes their core being. They have been programmed something. And then they got to be unplugged from the programming. You see, they thought the program was correct. They thought the program was the truth. And then they came to the person with their program, and the learned person gets like, what in the world is this? All right, so let me explain what happened. This hasn't happened. I will say this. This has never happened. I get many questions from many people since the inception of the Yahuah One channel, right here on YouTube. Many questions all over the place. Some questions are questions that I'm not answering that. That's not a legitimate question. Some legitimate, some illegitimate. Mostly legitimate questions. Of course, we get those questions from Christianity. And this is a question straight out of Christianity. Or this was a statement. This was something put before me. The person is supposed to be wanting to learn scripture, learn about the wilderness, learn things they don't know. But they're going to tell me, I test the spirit. Now, where did this come from? Where did test the spirit come from? Anytime a person speaks, you got to ask, where did it come from? And most importantly, Deuteronomy 8:3, who said it? Did it come from the mouth of the Father? Who said that? This is what they use from Christianity. 1 John 4:1, beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits, whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets have gone out into the world. So they're saying, and Christians are saying, the person was saying, and Christians saying, they have to test people. And they were testing me. And I'm like, okay. See, at that point, I've located the person. Now, we thought you were here to get learn about the scriptures and the wilderness, something you've never heard of before, although it's written all through the scripture. It's written all through the scripture. You here to test me also? Why? Why? What does my knowledge, my learning has to do with your salvation? We've said this on the YouTube channel many times before. Absolutely nothing. Family, for those that are deep planted, and I'm talking to those in the borders, you're deep planted in Torah. You've been spending hours upon hours learning on the Shabbats. You understand this as strange talk. This is strange speech. He said, my sheep know my voice. You know this as, this ain't the voice of the Most High. My son was like, where is that in the Bible? What's that? He didn't grow up in Christianity. Where is that? I don't remember this. This is in the New Testament, of course. Do not believe every spirit. We got to break this down. The person doesn't understand what's being said. The Christians don't understand what is being said. And they don't know the voice of the Father. And when they read this, they think this is the voice of the Father. Although it didn't come out the mouth of the Father. Who is John? Who is this 1 John? Who wrote 1 John? To anybody that believes this is scripture, who wrote it? And who was his father? See, when you're deep planted in Torah and the prophets, you know the man must be identified in his father. Must be identified. But they didn't operate like that in the New Testament. Just write a letter and write it to anybody and people get it. Listen, I can write a letter to someone today, and it's to help them. This letter is to the group of down here in this area. And this is the letter. 1,000 years later, it becomes scripture. How did that happen? I'm a mere man. And know this. Notice something. When you follow this, you are following the commandments of men. Now you're following man-made commandments. We've said this. We learned this in the Shabbat class. The people are learning man-made commandments and they don't even know it. Now, where did the Father say this? Let's go into the Torah. Watch this. That I may test them. Here's the Most High raining bread down. People should go out, gather a certain quota every day. We know this. That I may test them. That I may try them. The next one, Exodus 20:20. Don't fear. The Most High come to test you. The Most High tests us. Every learned person know this. And the Most High never commanded us to test each other. Where did that come from? You got to ask yourself a question. Where did that come from? And you see, people will speak stuff and say things from the New Testament not knowing that ain't the Most High's word. You will follow a stranger when you hear a stranger's voice. Here in Numbers 14 and 22, the people put the Most High to the test. He said, you put me to the test now these 10 times. This ain't good. For you to put someone in this day and age and in the kingdom, for you to put someone in a test through a test, that's not good. That's bad. That's wickedness. You are operating in wickedness if you do this. I'm not here to test anyone. Don't test me. Please, ma'am, sir, you don't have the right nor the authority. I'm going to show you who comes to test us, who comes to try us. Who? It's in the scripture. Deuteronomy 8 and 2. Where is it says, if the Most High wanted us to test one another, he would have told us. But it's neither in the Torah or the prophets. Look at this. Shall you remember, Yahuah, your Lord, led you all these 40 years in the wilderness to humble you and test you. He humbled the people. He tried the people. Deuteronomy 8 and 16. That he might test you. He tests you. Now, I gotta say this. People trying to take the place of the Most High, you can't do it. You wicked. You're wicked, and you have to be told. Anyone trying to take the place of the Most High, see, when we saw that, we was like, ooh, we know what this person is doing. And then we learned that we should have learned this. We should have learned better. The time will come when we just have to learn better. Now, let's break this test. Let's break this test word down, because Most High got another message here for us and for people that don't know and trying to go around and test people, try people. And we're going to see who tests who. We got to show it. And who commanded us to test each other. Rain down bread. Shamaim. Gather them every day, that I may prove. The Most High talking about proving himself. The people didn't know nor understand his power and might. They didn't know the Yod in his name. Our people today don't know the Yod in his name. They're calling on something else. So they don't have the Yod, the power in his name. They don't have it. They are without it. So he proved himself to the people. This is good. The Most High, I don't have to prove myself to you. I got to prove myself to the Most High, not you. You don't you dare try to prove yourself to me. That you coming to Yahuah's One channel, you trying to prove that you are of the righteous. What are you doing? Who am I? I'm not the Most High. You got this thing twisted. And this what unlearned people do. Now, for the people that fits this, don't get offended when I say unlearned, because all us unlearned to a certain degree. All of us. It's just we're on different levels. Some of us are more unlearned, and oh my goodness, just too much. You won't know the simple things. You still think money is offering simple think that you can't fail in this area. You think the sons of Yahuah can collect offerings. You cannot fail in this area. Now, I have to go here. We have to do this. My son and I looked at this. We started talking. We had a good conversation about this. I thank the person that asked me this question, that trying to test me, because it brought out a little lesson for everyone to understand. Now, we have spirits. Pay attention. We have spirits. We live in bodies. We operate in our bodies. We operate in the flesh. The Most High deals with us in our flesh while we are living. This is how he operates with us. When we die, now we're in the spirit, or ruach. We're in the ruach now. The flesh is gone. And so now this part belongs to the dead. They have to go to the underworld, to the dead. And we know what the Father said about that. So we're going to show you what the Father we're going to show you what the Father have to say about this. About the ones, everything he commanded for the people in the wilderness was all according to the flesh. They had to do this. They were commanded to do that. They were commanded, do this, do that, eat this, drink that. Everything dealing with the flesh. But we got people that are spiritual, and this gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Family, they dead. They dead. They're not doing the things of the flesh. They ain't coming out of her. See, that's the things of the flesh. Most High told us to do something, things of the flesh. They ain't selling what they have and fleeing away. They're not doing that. They may not even want to hear that. Psalms 11:4. Who tests us? Who is this one? Is it you? Is it I? Yahuah forbid. Yahuah is in his Kadash house. Yahuah's throne is in heaven. We don't know this, so we have to be taught this. Unlearned people truly have to be taught this. His eyes behold. His eyelids test the sons of men. Do your eyelids test the sons of men? Do my eyelids test the sons of men? Did he tell us to test each other? And as my son said, even if he said for us to test each other, which he didn't, he would say test him, test her, test them, not test the spirit. We don't deal in the spirit. We don't deal in the ruach. We just ultimately have a ruach. The ruach is a part of us, and it's eternal. It can't die. That's the part we are missing. I can't test your ruach. When the Most High tests us, when he tried us, he dealing with our flesh, Jack. He will kill your wife. He will kill your son. He will kill your daughter. He will cause famine to hit your body. He will cause soreness, diseases to come upon your body. He dealing with us in the flesh. We deal with him and each other in the spirit. The spiritual man is mad. Madness, family. This is madness. You're getting a lesson. Don't test me. Please. The name of this video should be Don't Test Me. Don't test me. Job 7:17 and 18. What is man? That you should exalt him? That you should set your heart on him? That you should visit him every morning and test him every moment? Is it clicking? Who do the tests? Who? Who's trying who? Jeremiah 17 and 10. I, Yahuah, search the heart. The Most High searches the heart. You're not supposed to be searching my heart. I ain't supposed to be searching your heart. Why am I searching your heart? Why are you searching my heart? See, family, we got this thing twisted. The confusion is on us. I test the mind. The Most High said, I test the mind. He didn't say you test my mind. He didn't say for you to test my. Look, he ain't testing the ruachs. He testing the heart. He testing the person, the being of the person. And no one else can do this. He's trying to take his job.